Yes. Oh, I see.
Great.
Wait, the beams go outward, right?
Inward.
Oh, inward.
Whoa.
Inward.
Come on, man. Seriously, Jake?
As far as I know, yeah.
Jeez. Alright.
Jason Bourne.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know.
Nathan, I've seen your base.
No, I just don't know if you're like comfortable, like everyone thinking you're okay with saying that.
That's the thing. Like when I was a kid, like
No, I'm gonna keep going. And then you're like, fuck, I hate my kids. I hate having to change their diapers. I hope they get older. It's like, fuck, I hate my kids because now they can talk back. I hope they die. And then they get older and they finally leave eventually. Ah, fuck, now I'm just left alone with my wife. I can't wait for my wife to die.
And then you
Anyway.
kill your wife.
And then you kill your wife, and you're like...
You kill your wife, and that's when you get the achievement notification. And it finally shows up.
You're the leader of the skinheads in jail.
That's when you get the platinum. You get the little PlayStation 4 platinum notification.
This one pops up like this. Oh, you finished the prologue.
Yeah. Tutorial complete.
What's next?
Look, my favorite speedrunner made it all the way from first breast milk feeding to killing his wife and becoming a neo-Nazi in prison.
Speak of stuff. How did you know I was looking for a virgin Melfman nun?
You know, man who has everything.
I inferred that based on your sexual understanding at the moment.
Nice. When I meet up,
The way he's talking is making me wring out my hands.
This is the podcast.
I just don't understand.
They're not even wet, but I'm feeling the slime.
You know.
What's it like to be a child with a little bit of man thrown in?
That's an excellent question, Brendan. I could regale you for hours telling you that. What's it like to being a man with altogether too much child thrown in, Brendan?
What's it like to be a man throwing a child in the trunk? I've always wondered.
I'd like to be a wild, hungry man who's been thrown a child.
What's it like to be a child with a man in the trunk?
Man-child.
Back. Part 2.
Noah.
Yeah.
I threw my stuff in the dryer,
Uh-huh.
and I need it to be dry for tomorrow, so, I mean, like, in like an hour, can you just check to see if it's like still wet, and if it is, just run the dryer again?
Yeah, what happened to my clothes that were in the dryer?
I stuffed them in a basket.
Okay.
That was like half a shade of Columbo right there.
No, I'll leave the server up, but I'm gonna go to sleep.
Alright.
Oh, frick.
Good
What a
talk to you.
G.
Good luck
Good night.
tomorrow.
Good night.
Good
Wait, what's
I
tomorrow?
mean, this is gonna be the last time.
Oh.
I have to go back because it was unfinished business.
have to go back.
Oh, man. Well, have fun. Make that money.
Okay.
Yeah, and tell him you got the fish for a lifetime.
Oh,
right?
wait, guys. I forgot to, before you go, Nathan, I made a fermenter. So whenever we have the things to
I also
do
have
that.
one of those and have for days.
Yes.
My god, I almost freaking bent my knee and slipped and slammed my head on my desk when you told me that.
He was so overcome with the spirit of the brewmaster.
I can't wait to drink alcohol.
Said with the gusto of a man who's about to drink and drive after a hard day of work.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to sneak in my whiskey flask to the Toyota dealership.
You sound truly enthralled by every measure.
Nathan, I just have one thing to say. I hope that one day, I hope that you become a used car salesman.
Oh my god.
I think if he becomes a used car salesman, I'd be worried about him doing like hit jobs on the side.
That's just
Sell exclusively like lowriders. And they don't hydraulics and bounce up and down.
I want to
Oh
see
my
you
God.
shave your head deliberately and get a bad toupee and train yourself to sweat on command.
I get a tattoo that's like the Mandalorian mask, but it's like on my actual, it's like the lines, like the T shape.
Oh my god.
And it's on my actual face, and I look like a a freaking psychopath, and, and the hydraulics are bouncing to the same rhythm as like the break-beat in System Shock 2.
When the blood and pus and cum and sweat mix together into a horrid, putrid cocktail, the likes of which only exists in Bloodborne. Oh,
Then and only then Nanny McPhee will reappear.
Yes. My summoning sauce to bring forth the old gods.
That was straight up diabolical, that Oh god. He's doing it again.
I can't wait to be I wanna be able to actualize the extent that I get my dream job of voice acting a petty weekly villain for a children's cartoon. For like a Flash reboot cartoon, I can just be some like petty street villain. I want to audition to be the Penguin in the next Batman animated series, and then I'll just lose out to Nathan. Because he'll do it, and he'll get it, because he's better
The
than
fact
me.
is, no matter who you are, you always lose out to Nathan.
That is true. I feel like there's not a man on earth that Nathan could bring low.
That's cool. He just has that way about him, I don't know what it is, but...
He's too keen to the ways of the world.
He has like that, you know, young person, he's like got that old person wisdom in a young body.
Yeah.
It's not hard to disagree with that.
Wise beyond his years, but in horrible, twisted ways. Nathan be the kind of guy to have a past life where he sold overpriced, shitty, bug-infested rations to peasants during the 30 Years' War as they were starving because all the farmers.
Oh, I snorted. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, I got crack rock stuff up there.
Oh,
I'm being laughed at by Kira and Noah, what do I do?
oh my god, you're being snorted out by a gremlin.
Oh no, my boyfriend's joyfriend, the effing...
My boyfriend's joy.
I'm getting snorted at by a farting gremlin.
Oh, I wish I could fart right now. It'd probably feel real good.
Feels bad.
Kieran has never recorded a fart.
Fart hard with a vengeance.
What about my farts, Noah?
I
What?
said you have no retort to farts because you cannot fart publicly.
I literally, I did the worst.
I have no arse and I must fart.
Well,
What are
there's
you
like,
talking about?
well, Noah will just fart in front of me, and I'm like, I could.
Oh, isn't that a beautiful relationship?
Really.
He makes a
I love
bit
you
of
guys
a
so much. The farting just makes me just understand your beautiful relationship.
Is farting Noah's love language? As I put the gun to my mouth.
Big boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself. My friends were the kind of friends that thought Chuck Norris jokes were hilarious.
Oh my god.
And I was
I
too,
remember
because I was
those, too.
autistic, and they were too.
Oh man.
They are like it's a funny format because it's just like.
I mean, tangentially, when you're a child and don't have
Yeah, well, I
standards.
mean, yeah. I'm not saying I'm like gonna rupture my stomach like thinking it's funny now.
Yeah, but you're also on the record as liking Christian. So
Christian what?
you don't have much ground to
comedians. I
stand
grew up
on.
on Christian stand-up comedy even in like middle school and stuff.
Yeah.
And you
you
liked
did.
it?
Yeah, dude.
He still does.
Wow, okay, so my
Tim
standards
Hawkins,
way
I saw
down.
him like a couple of years ago, like when I was like 17 or 18. I thought he was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, Noah. You know, remember the other day when I said we were friends?
Brendan, shut up. You called Billy Crudup a comedian. Nobody even knows who that is.
I think he is a comedian. I'm kidding about
Brendan's
that.
like, I don't like him in the show. I just like the way he acts. I probably wouldn't like him as a person. I just like the behavior he's exhibiting when he like oppresses women. I think it's really cool.
I don't even know who this guy is. Oh
my
man.
gosh.
Brendan,
I love
I'm
Rose's
joking to be
sorry.
clear. I'm being aggressive, Brendan, but I am joking. I don't like actually think he
Yeah, but
any of that crap.
I take issue with the fact that your joke wasn't good.
Oh my god.
That's subjective, and we both
Only the
know it.
audience gets to decide that, and I laughed pretty hard.
You don't even know
True.
who Billy Crudup is.
I know the name, that furthers my point by saying he doesn't. Nobody knows who he is. I just know his name.
Nobody. Are you about to? No, are you unpersoning Billy Crudup?
Just go to my two-step verification process to pick up a goddamn piece of shit from
Imagine
Target.
having an account where you can build rewards because you know how to reset your password.
Imagine shopping, imagine continuously patronizing a business to such an extent that you had meaningful quantities of reward points. Wow. Knock me off, corporate. Let's go.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
Reap what you can sow, bitch.
Oh my
What?
god.
I'm noting how exasperated you're getting. I'm not really like that worried about it.
What a beautiful relationship of people who truly understand how to best emotionally assault each other.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Ridiculous.
My mom asked me, so Jake, why don't you want it? Why are you 24, 27, 28, 35? Oh, no reason. No reason at all. It's just that my friends are both dickheads!
I'm only a dickhead when it's justified.
Alright, let me pull up the notes here. Let me pull up my fucking Brendan notes here. Hang on, I can understand context. Hang on. Just wait 1 single minute here.
I feel unable because Kieran's like always like, you don't really joke the way you used to. You used to have to filter yourself so much, and I'm like,
That's fair.
Okay, all right.
Did I say I had a problem with it?
What, me filtering myself?
No. Doing what we're doing right now.
No.
Alright, well then chill your tits, bitch.
I'm bringing it up partially and just because it adds to the context of me being like, oh, I'm unleashing my rage pent up from like not, you know,
Despite all my rage.
I'm throwing sand in your eye, and like based on something that's not actually an issue. I'm just saying something petty, even though it's not like really factually accurate. I'm just like adding an imaginary point of contention. I'm also saying it because I'm like, it's something that I think about sometimes. But that's because that's a me problem, not a you problem.
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay, I have a hard time explaining myself, and I feel like Jake might know what I'm saying maybe, but if he doesn't, then I'm gonna feel really bad.
But what if let's say that I do, but what if I kept it a mystery so that you had to stew it in
Jake, this is, all I have is leg to stand on that other people might understand me sometimes. The amount of times I try to say something to Kieran and they don't understand what I'm saying. And
Well, it's
I'm
because
like,
you're not
other
saying
people-
anything. You're literally not saying anything. You're just like explaining what you're trying to say and not saying anything.
Jake, I would love for you to weigh into this. I know you won't, but I just want you to know that you're letting a man die right now, and I hope you can sit with that.
You're talking out of your ass. Let me actually explain what I want to say, but I'm not actually going to say it because if I actually hurt you, I'm actually. Sometimes I do say
I
this
don't
sort of
have
thing,
an
but I don't-
autism thesaurus. I'm sorry.
Every moderately technical impressive task I've ever accomplished in life is like doing it and then like not even honestly, I could extend this to a lot of things. Where like I do it and then the context of my life changes sufficiently that I look back and go, how and why did I do that? Not in a disappointment way, just bewilderment. As a man who does not yet know himself. It's frightful, truly it is. Yeah, I'm not a mad scientist because mad scientists are good at what they do. I'm someone who claims to be a scientist but actually just sells cocaine.
So, Bill Nye.
Yes. What I'm saying is, like I said, everyone plays video games. Well, not everyone, but a lot of the reason people play video games is for a power fantasy. Which doesn't necessarily need to be about dominance, it can just be something as simple as owning property. And for many people it is, which is why people like Farmville when they have jobs and mortgaging their home. Wouldn't it be nice if I actually owned chickens and were actually self-sufficient living on the land in the way of ancient man, who is not accountable to people above him, so incomprehensibly wealthy and successful that you will never see them. And yet, I play Farmville to feel it in me that I could have what they once had, my ancestors, who lived on the fat of the land and were beholden to nobody.
And died of cholera.
Oh, to dream, the impossible dream. And that, it can be a power fantasy too, and video games are about fantasies and fulfilling of them. So like, playing Payday or Grand Theft Auto is like, wow, what if I lived a debauched criminal lifestyle in the glamorous way that only Hollywood superstars could live? Wouldn't that be so palpably erotic?
That's the most doomer take on video games I think I've heard in quite some time.
Thank you, Noah.
These are the lecherous fantasies of the browbeaten middle class.
I'm glad you understand what I'm putting down. That was my point. Thank you.
Oh my god, that's the worst. So are you saying that by playing video games you've admitted defeat as a person? I just spat on my monitor.
I love that this has all been in the background while I've been fighting a troll.
This is also part of the podcast. Welcome, everybody.
Oh lord.
And yes, I am saying that, Noah. You're right.
Oh my god. Seek help.
I have.
Oh.
It has done nothing.
Since hanging out with you guys, again, this is not a bad thing, and it has helped me think more critically of things, which is something I didn't do all that often because everyone like shoots people down for doing that in public school. When you're a woman, they're like, you don't actually know what you're talking about. I'm like, and you kind of just stop fighting.
Plot twist, nobody does. It's public school.
Exactly.
Not even the teachers.
But honestly, they don't.
Yes,
though.
honestly.
Jake destroys the middle class yet again. Just
good.
I literally cannot keep. What was that?
What?
I said, are you sure you're not a wealthy billionaire or something? You're just completely plowing the working man right now without even trying.
I would love to get to a point where I exude the raw, cynical confidence of a man who's been successful. But, alas.
Alack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fake it until everyone else can't take it, I said.
Honestly, hey, Noah.
Uh-huh.
Can I use the thingy to go to the merchant?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes!
Let's go.
Go for
I
it.
love when he says yeah like that. It's really funny.
Yeah. But,
I know exactly the face you make when you do that, too. You squint your eyes and, like, nod your head.
Imagine looking people in the face ever. How deplorable. That's disgusting.
I gotta come somehow, sorry.
Looking people, you know when you look someone right in the eye and you feel like nothing but sex could ever bring you closer together?
I want to talk about it so bad.
I hate neurotypical people. I mean, you got frustrated with them.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What
I gotta
happened?
run. Sorry, there's devilmen in the freaking swamp. There's these imps
fuck.
that are on fire. Holy lord!
Oh boy.
I've never seen that before. Where am I?
I got either overstimulated or confused. Just instantly. What? I thought that being more open about it, at least in college, would help.
College. No.
I was like, are you using that as an excuse? I'm like, what? You said what is an excuse? The fact that I'm crying? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, no. I need to go throw a fit now.
Noah said that with the enthusiasm of a newscaster watching something he doesn't want to see.
That was
Clever, Bob. Anyway, back to Eugene. Oh, crap. Oh, it was vile, it was awful. I looked, they were spherical jelly-like orbs embedded in deep crevices in their head. Symmetrical, but not quite. Just a dastardly, ever so infinitesimal asymmetry. Oh, how vile!
See, I have that exact same thing, but instead of it being vile, it's like, is this intimate? Is this supposed to be intimate? Is this intimate? And then I just feel really uncomfortable, and I'm like, I shouldn't be looking at their face.
Lucky for me, I take my penis out to make things clean.
Yeah, what I need to start doing is just recognize that I am the predator. And I'll look him in the eye as much as I want and they can do nothing about it.
That's my boy.
I need to self-actualize through...
Yeah. The only person I can do that with now is Noah. And it's not literally the only person. If I look at
you
anyone
both
else,
stare
I'm like,
deeply into each other's eyes and then you put your fucking paw on his nose like a fucking tame impala.
do you know how hard it is to stare this man in the face?
What was that, Kieran?
Do you know how hard it is to stare this man in the face?
I mean, I've seen Noah's face. It's pretty hard. But also, yes, no, I know this wasn't the point you were going to make because I was referencing Ben, as you know, but I also recognize that biologically impalas do not technically have paws as they are hoofed.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that actually.
I knew you weren't going to, but I'm holding myself accountable because I hold myself to a standard, unlike you, cretin!
It's fine, you got the name drop, you freaking hack. Good job, you got what you wanted.
Referential comedy is all I have left, Noah. There's no pleasing you
feeling.
anymore.
Oh! My jokes are like, ooh, that sounds like something Dick
Why don't you find my jokes funny anymore, Noah? What changed between us? Oh! Kiss me, city will I lament. Oh!
Does this look like a game to you?
I'm
guess we have to go mining.
I'm naming our swamp raid base Gringo's Revenge. That's
Interesting choice.
Oh yeah, that's Poggy.
Well, no, I guess tomorrow we could talk about Thanksgiving.
That's
Objectively, objectively, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Subjectively, it's not.
My dad and Nathan have all their ducks in a row, and
what are their ducks?
If I don't show up, they're gonna just eat dinner together and go off and see a movie. I didn't want to leave them by themselves, but Nathan seemed like he was like showing the idea of going to a movie would be fun. So like,
I also don't want your dad to be alone. However, the notion of having him over with his frightful Chewbacca mask and preside at the head of the Thanksgiving table in a very theatric way does appeal to me.
that does,
Especially in front of my unknowing aunt and uncle.
I actually think that would be fantastic, and I might have to reconsider my plan.
Who's this? No one important, but he has some things to say.
And he goes, oh, not good noises. Yeah, that. I really hope your dad. I hope your dad wakes up to that.
I like how Nathan keeps, this is a side note, but he keeps moving his bed around my second floor to slightly different locations. I know he did because I put it back down in one place after I had to break it for something, and then I came back and it was in a completely different place, like sticking over the edge. Anyway.
Can't wait for this conversation.
I don't care, I think it's funny. Like, it's not taking up space, so I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna be like, Nathan, when are you gonna get out of here and move out on your own? Huh, Nathan? Huh? Why don't you have a little bit of independence? Like, no. Of course not.